Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to see how today's businesses are happening. In the previous video, we have understood the importance of time both in an individual's life and also in the day-to-day activities of our businesses. Right. In this video, we are going to see a quick practical demo of how today's businesses are happening. Okay. Let us start the video with a small use case first. Let me ask you a question first. How did you come to know about Salesforce and why do you want to start your career as a Salesforce professional? So, well, you might have got various answers for this. We all have each answer for this, right? Different answers for this kind of question. So, you might have got a good friend who got placed in a good company as a Salesforce professional and he's actually getting some good package. Or you might have got inspired by other Salesforce professionals who are doing very well in their career. And you also want to start your career as a Salesforce professional. So there might be different reasons for starting your career as a Salesforce professional, right? And why did you choose AJ skill development and how did you choose AJ skill development? So if I ask you this question, what might be your answer? So this question we are going to see in this particular use case. Imagine that there is a person whose name is Mr. Dev and he wants to join Salesforce course because he is very much eager to start his career as a Salesforce professional. But he doesn't know how to start it because he wants to get some kind of professional training in Salesforce. So he's in search of good training institutes. Okay. And he's actually referring many web pages in order to know about the training institutes which are providing Salesforce training. And he got to know about one of the training institute, which is nothing but our AJ skill development. Through various YouTube videos, he got inspired and he wants to join AJ skill development and learn Salesforce. Okay. Now what he does is he got interested to join AJ skill development, but he don't know how to proceed. Like he doesn't know what is the fee structure and he doesn't know what is the process of learning, like whether it is online or offline. All those kind of doubts he gets in his mind and he just wants to ask someone. So he just visits the web page of AJ skill development and he easily finds a place to ask his doubts. Like for inquiry, he's asking, actually waiting for a response from the company, right? So he sees a button for inquiry. Okay, what we do here is we are going to do this inquiry form filling along with Dev. Okay, let us go back to the AJ skill development web page and let us just fill the inquiry form. So it is very easy. As a trainee, I'm able to find it very easy to get my inquiries, okay, registered from the web page itself. So I'm giving here the name, and for demo purpose, I'm actually giving my email ID here and I'm giving my phone number and all those things, important informations, whatever is crucial here. So it is easy for the trainees to inquire from here so they can actually um, get the clarification easily, right? So nowadays it's actually easy for everyone to communicate with any business from their web page itself, right? This is the very important point. So let us fill all the informations and let us give all the informations. And you have to note this one, best time to reach, right? This is very crucial because this is the place where the sales representative of a company will look into and he will make a call to you based on the time you're going to give here. Okay. So you're going to fill this one also, and I'm going to give it as some channel, and I'm going to enter this reCAPTCHA. Okay. Okay, fine. So let me submit the form. So I hope we have given all informations here. Let me submit this form. So once I submit this form, I'm able to see an acknowledgement immediately on my web page that the registration have been reached, and I'm going to check my mail whether I have received a mail. See here, within a few seconds, I'm able to see the mail here, right? So I am able to see all the informations. So I had many doubts, right? So I wanted to join here. I had many doubts. I am able to see the way the training I asked you. I was actually having a doubt, right? So online or offline, all those kind of informations are here. And also I have got a brochure here, so I can actually download this and I will be able to get all the fee kind of informations here. And also I have got very important information like whom do I have to contact. The number also is coming here, right? So it's actually very quick response I have got from the AJ skill development. When I just registered my inquiry, I have got an immediate response from AJ skill development. Okay. So now what happens is Dave is actually satisfied with the response, and he's actually satisfied with other kind of factors like fee structures and all those kind of informations. And he's actually, as I told you, the he also gets the acknowledgement mail, and he is actually joining the agent skill development as a trainee. Okay, here you have to see this one. Like what happened here is in the point of view of a trainee, or if you take Dave is much satisfied here. He got the response immediately, and he was actually eager to start his career as a Salesforce professional. And he got the response immediately from the training institute, and he joined quickly here, right? So this is very important. Today's businesses, I told you, right? So you have to see the flow, how happened, how he joined the course. So let us just discuss about this particular way of business in the end of this video. You just have this kind of information how they've joined the course in AJSD. We are going to discuss more about this in the end of this video. Okay. Now, this is one type of way where a person is actually eager to join a course, and he joined the course very quickly by just filling an inquiry form. He got the response immediately, and he actually proceeded with other kind of things. Now comes the next use case. Like, let's see the next use case. So imagine that you want to purchase a new car. You are planning to purchase a new car. Okay. So how will you proceed further? This we are going to see with a small use case. Okay. So this is a person whose name is Mrs. Preeti, and she wants to buy a new car. Okay. And when she had plans to buy new car, she was impressed and excited to see many advertisements of many car ads she is able to see. And she is actually choosing one of her favorite brand. Okay. And she wants to do a test drive before booking a car for herself. So before purchasing a new car, she wants to do a test drive, and then she wants to purchase the car. What she does is she just visits the web page, and just she is actually doing the procedures for booking a test drive. Let us do along with Preeti. So let us just log in into any car brand. Let us go with this car brand. So let us check for test drive. You can see here there is a test drive option here. So I'm going to click this. So once I click this, I'm actually asked to fill some information. So in the previous example, when I wanted to learn something in an institute, I was actually having an inquiry form. So here I'm able to see the test drive form. I'm actually booking a test drive for myself. Okay. So let me give all the information here also. So, okay. So yes, I have given the number. Fine. So that's it, I guess. Okay, I have to choose a dealer. So I'm actually choosing a dealer also. So I'm submitting it. Okay. So once I submit, I have to give the email ID. Okay. Okay, see here, I just wanted to do a test drive. So immediately I'm actually booking a test drive in the web page of a particular branded company, and I'm actually receiving a acknowledgement immediately. So there was no delay in getting a acknowledgement from the particular company. And let us wait for the mail. But before that, we'll have some discussion here. So what happened here is when I wanted to buy a new car, I just went to do a test drive. So I just booked a test drive, and immediately Preeti is actually able to receive an acknowledgement, and also she is going to receive a call from the particular company. You can see here there is a message they are giving you. So we are processing your request and we'll get in touch with you shortly, right? So this is how she is going to receive a call back from the particular company to book her confirm her test drive. Okay, to confirm her test drive. So this is how she got the information, and she got immediate responses from the particular company, and she is really satisfied from the by the way they have actually responded to her. So she immediately decides to purchase the car. Okay, she decides to purchase the car and she becomes the owner of the new car. So in the whole process, Preeti is really satisfied with the way the company had responded to her. Okay. In both the use cases, in the previous use case, we have seen Dave, he wanted to join AJSD for learning Salesforce. Here, Preeti is actually planning to buy a new car and how she was actually treated by the company. In both the use cases, the customer satisfaction is very important. You have seen how immediately the company responded to their inquiries, okay, and made them feel special. So they actually felt happy, satisfied, and they actually went to proceed to join a course or buy a product. They went with the next step ahead, right? So this is how the today's businesses are happening. Okay, I told you in the previous video that we don't have the attitude or patience to wait for something. So here, Preeti and Dave, they both got immediate replies for their inquiries and they got their work done immediately. Okay, so what is the thing we are actually understanding here is in the point of view of customer, yes, they are satisfied and they have made the plan to purchase the new car or the join the new course. What is happening in the back end? What is happening behind the scenes? Now we are going to see in the point of view of an organization or company. So as of now, you have understood how Preeti and they actually they were actually treated by the company. Now we are going to see what is happening inside the company when they receive an inquiry. We are going to see now. So it might be Dev or Preeti, whoever it might be, whenever they have an inquiry, what they did is they went to the official web page of the company and they filled the inquiry form and submitted to the organization. So it might be AJ Skill Development or it might be a car company. They actually received the inquiries made by their customers. Now, what happens behind the scenes is whatever it might be any kind of company. The company might have a sales representative who will be receiving the inquiry. Okay, so once you submit your form on the web page, okay, so I submitted the inquiry form as a trainee in the web page. I also submitted an inquiry form in a test drive booking of a car company. I have also registered a test drive easily, right? So in both the cases, there is an inquiry made. So whenever you submit an inquiry, immediately the sales representative of that particular company will be receiving your inquiry. Now, what he does is he has to process that inquiry and then he has to respond back to the particular employee, particular trainee or particular customer, whoever it might be. So imagine that if there is only one inquiry is received by the representative, how much time it takes for him to respond? Let's say that it takes for him 5 minutes to respond to his inquiries. For one inquiry, he takes 5 minutes of time to respond. Okay, so imagine that it is actually a manual process, like going back to your email, and if I want to compose a mail, so for example, I'm actually having Dave inquiry, right? So if I have to do it manually, I would have composed a mail, I would have given the message manually, I have to type as a representative. So I will be typing all these things. Okay, it takes almost 5 minutes time for me to send an email here. Imagine that a business might get many inquiries in a day. It's not going to be one inquiry. It's going to be a huge number of inquiries are going to be received by the company, right? So there might be many trainees might have submitted the inquiry form from the web page. There might be many test drive bookings might be made from the web page. Let's say the inquiry is being 500. If there are 500 inquiries being made in a single day, how much time it takes for a single sales representative to respond back? And as I told you earlier, we people, we don't have the attitude to wait or have the patience to wait for the response from the particular company, right? A single representative, if he has to handle 500 inquiries, how much time it takes for him? If it is one inquiry, it's going to be 5 minutes for him. If it is 500 inquiries, you're going to see a small mathematical calculation now. So for 500 inquiries, if it is for one inquiry, if it is 5 minutes, for 500 inquiries, it's going to be 2500 minutes. So 2500 minutes means if you divide it by 60, it's going to be 41 hours of time. So it's going to be 41 hours of time. So do we have the patience to wait such a long time to receive a response from a particular company? So employee might have only 8 hours of time, right? So if it is 41 hours of time, you have to divide it by 8 and see how much time it takes. Like it might take even days for response. So imagine that if I am actually the 100th inquiry, I made the 100th inquiry for booking a test drive. So if I didn't receive any reply from the company, what might be my impression on the company? If it takes 2, 3 days for the response from the company, will I get any good impression on the company? So what is the solution you can give for this business here? So you might get a solution here like, why don't we increase the sales representatives? He's handling all the inquiries single-handedly, right? Why don't we increase the sales representatives? So if a company is increasing the sales representatives, imagine that there are 5 sales representatives and each person can handle 100 inquiries. Okay. Each one is handling 100 inquiries. How much time it takes for each of them to give the response? Again, the same mathematical calculation if you do, for one inquiry 5 minutes, and for 100 inquiries it's going to be almost 8 hours of time for each individual representative. Imagine that how much time it is going to be for each individual to respond. In both the cases, as a customer also, I will be receiving a late response and I will not have any satisfaction as a customer, and I might even switch over to another brand. And from the company's point of view, really we are actually wasting the resources here. First of all, the time is wasted, and also we are wasting the employees productive time. I'm also wasting my human resource also here. Imagine that employees working hours is only 8 hours. 5 employees, they come and they just respond alone, and they are going to give the same kind of response, like repetitive response. Here I'm going to lose the customer satisfaction also. I'm also going to lose my employees productive time also. Then what is the growth I'm going to have in my business? I told you earlier in the last video, the same slide I'm bringing back here. What is the most valuable and crucial or the expensive thing you have in your hands right now? I told you that time. So we have to, as a human, we have to value the time what we have in our hands, right? And it's very crucial for a business to grow and sustain in the business. If you see here, all my employees are actually doing only the response for all the 8 hours. So as a solution to this particular problem, what we can give here is identifying the repetitive tasks my employees doing, and if it is possible to automate, we can automate. and we can actually invest the productive time of my employees in other activities so that I can actually increase the business and I can have some growth and success in my business. These things the previous companies they have understood. If you take the AJ skill development, or if you take any other company, we have seen some car company, right? So these companies, today's business, we can say like this. In today's world, all the businesses, they respect the time, they value the time, they actually value the customer satisfaction also, and they also value the productivity of their employees also. So that's why they actually progress towards the highest way what you are seeing today. Today we are seeing the businesses are actually doing in a different way, right? To reach this kind of business development, okay, so they have followed a kind of time management. They valued the time, and when they thought that time is important in a business, they started to find ways to preserve the time for other crucial activities. So there is a proverb, right? Necessity is the mother of inventions. So to reach this level of business development, the business might have gone through all trial and errors in the past. Think about the traditional way of doing the businesses. How did we book a test drive? How did we join a new course? Did we go to the web page and just book something? Did we hear any immediate replies from the companies immediately? No, right? So we reached to another kind of level of today's technology. We have come here. To come to this place of business, the business has crossed many hurdles. They have learned from their mistakes. So, in the next video, we are going to see how businesses reached this place. Why we are going to see those videos is because only then you will be able to understand why we are learning Salesforce and why we have to apply this particular concept. You will be able to understand. Okay. So in the next video, we are going to see how the businesses got progressed from the traditional to today's world. So I hope in this video, you have got a clarity and understanding of how today's businesses are happening. And I hope this is clear also. This video is clear. Okay. Let us meet in the next video.
If you are interested to learn Salesforce, visit AJ Skill Development website. There you can find our course curriculum and you can come to know about the list of courses we are offering. We are offering Salesforce Administrator and Salesforce Development courses. To know about us and the team, you can visit our About Us section. This is an organization we are doing Salesforce training from 2018, and we have trained and guided 2000 plus candidates so far. And if you also want to know about our placement assistance, visit our placement assistance section where you can find the list of people and the category. You can see the list of people who got trained and placed from our side. You can also visit their LinkedIn pages to get to know about our training and also the feedback from the relevant trainees. Okay. And also, if you want to do the course inquiry, click on contact us. You will see the form. You can fill the form and submit the inquiry. Our team will get back to us. Thank you.